Yeah, it has. There's so much history about this festival, you know, good and bad. I mean, not good and bad, but just tumultuous, you know, like anything, like any organization of people has been through a lot of phases.
Right.
And the fact that it's still here is such a testament to the value of what it does, you know. So, of course, being a part of that lineage is certainly exciting. I was just thinking about how many recordings I've heard of some of my favorite musicians from this festival, and then to get to, you know, be here and be around that presence and be on those stages really feels special. We definitely take some of that energy with us when we leave. Yeah.
It's like live at the Vanguard kind of thing.
Exactly.
You know?
Just to like soak up the energy in those walls. Like, wow, who was here? You know. That was for a specific reason. You know, we don't have to necessarily go into now, but that also shows those artists' commitment to the concept of a festival, though. You know, they were trying to make a statement about prejudice within the music, particularly because the music itself shouldn't have. The music itself doesn't go by color lines or culture lines. And I think their point was like, this is all of our music, you know. If you're not representing the full gamut, then you're not doing justice to the music. But think about the type of commitment, and that's just a deep commitment to the presentation of the art, to come on your own time, on your own dollar, and set up alternate festivals to make a point about the music. That's a lot of love and dedication to the art. So that's what I mean by tumultuous history. But in the end, the point was made, and the festival understood and opened up and learned. That's really beautiful. That's what I love about George too. He really does his best, and he does keep on top of the ball, keep his eyes out for what he could be doing better or who he can be including. He's always asking us, you know, who do you know, who's new, who isn't known that I can put on a stage and expose. It's like, wow, how often do you hear that? No, well, George asked me if I would come do like an Esperanza Spalding and Friends thing, and I just said yes, because I wanted to. I mean, if George invites me, I don't want to say no. So he said, you know, pick people from the festival and put some bands together and just do something different. Because I didn't want to do the Chamber Music Society outside. And so then looking at the roster, like who's going to be here, sort of putting bands together and figuring out what instrumentation we could do, new songs, you know, it was a balance of like who's here, what repertoire can we do, what orchestration. So in the end, it ended up being two bands. One was with Justin Brown, Leo Genovese, Bob Mover, Nat Cohen, and Sarah Caswell. And today the band was Terry Lynn Carrington, Uri Kane, Ambrose Okumusere, Aaron Burnett, and Bob Mover. Those are the two bands. So, you know, that wasn't necessarily a concept of the band other than, you know, instrumentation and then tunes that would really get to showcase those individuals on the band. And that's what we tried to do. And it was fun. And I suppose, like, the saxophone player, Aaron Burnett, I don't think a lot of people know him. So it's great to get to bring him on the stage and share his fantastic musicianship. And Bob Mover is someone who everybody knows, but he's not seen a lot these days. And he's totally phenomenal. He's living legend for sure. You know, he's not old enough to be a legend, living legend, but from what he comes from, the music he knows, all the people he's played with, he really is. So again, it's great. I'm grateful to have the opportunity to bring him on the stage too, and share all that he is with audiences that aren't used to hearing him and may not hear him. You know. Yeah. I really wanted to see Joey DeFrancesco, and I did. And unfortunately, I didn't get to see Trombone Shorty, and I was planning on that. And then I caught the end of Gonzalo Rubalcaba, the duo with Al Di Meola. And today I wanted to see Trombone Shorty, but he's playing right now. And unfortunately, I had to leave, so I had to get out of here and get back to New York. What can I say? Actually, and Steve Coleman. Most of the people that I really, really wanted to go see, that I could see that weren't playing at the same time, I got to at least get a taste of. there's a couple ways you can look at the importance of a festival. One is because you could say all people need art and music in their lives, just as human beings. We need art. We need to share the experience of art with other people. So getting your family together and taking a picnic basket and going out and seeing a presentation of music with as part of a larger community is really healing and it's really uplifting, and it does build community with other human beings. That's one. And the other one is it's hard these days to really get exposed to jazz. I mean, unless you're someone that is adamant about going to concerts and following who's new and reading the magazines and going online and YouTube, it's hard to know what's going on in the music sometimes. I mean, for the average person, if it's not on your jazz radio station, you're not going to see it on TV, it's not going to be in the newspapers. So a festival like this, you can go, maybe you're going to go see one artist that you know. So you pay the admission to go see one artist, but you stay all day and you get to see so much more than what you paid for. So many more new artists that you would never hear of any other way. And then that continues the chain going. Now you know about them, so next time you see them playing, you'll go see them and you can get exposed to someone else. So beyond it being of value just for the sake of human beings experiencing art, it's also a great way for people to get exposed to art that they wouldn't probably normally have an opportunity to see.
Thanks for watching. If you want to see more interviews, go to JazzTimes.com.